sure we got all the games I'm doing in the announcements. Lemurs. Specters and Thunder Chickens. Firebenders and the Goats. There we go. Announcements up. Hi everybody. Hopefully you're in for a long night of Overwatch ahead of us here because it's gonna be long. We have 7 games tonight. I will be doing 5 of them. We have one currently live on Aurora Esports MN2 for the Wyoming Wonks and the 1-1 Warriors. The latest series side of 1-1 right now. They're going into map 3. Oh good, I can actually log into my fucking laptop here. For a while, I wasn't able to get into my... Oh, wrong mic. Good call out on that. I don't know why it always defaults to this fucking piece of shit up here, but it does. Shit. I have to remember what my alt account's email is. Alright, good. Yeah, I know there's 75 Ana bands, but that's just a placeholder image, okay? Step off. Had to go back to my high school email to find Kritishan here. But we love Kritishan. Yeah, I'll take the Ash Feet. Ash Feet for 1,000, Alex. Oops, error occurred while loading game information. Excellent. Good start. A nice nature run. Sure, man. $2,000 on Thundercocks. Sure, why not? Yeah, I guess if you want my predictions here, I'll take Voidlings over Lemurs because Carson's here. If Carson wasn't here, probably would have gone the other way. I will take Specters over Thunder Chickens, Firebender, Goats over Firebenders. I'll say, hopefully they're not waiting for me to say that I'm R, because I will not be able to pay attention. And Corey, I know you're here. Polombo is in the chat. I approve any ringer. Just I don't give a shit anymore. We have like 8 ringer requests open, and there's 7 games going on. I'm doing this right. I approve. I don't care. Just go. Hi, Kaden. All right, laptop is updating. So, okay, we are going to Circle Royale for this first one here. Let me go ahead. I will.
I just think like somebody who's in the other lobby that might have me added. Wow. A lot of people still here though. 14 people still in the chat. I know that there's, you know, like 8 billion games going on, but we got to even split 3 and 3. I don't know why I'm doing 6-7. We got to even split 3-3.
These are the purest.
All right, let's see. Maybe I can actually get in my laptop now. Ah, Senemy's also joined. Hello, Senemy. Welcome to BattleNet. What the? I played Overwatch on this like 2 weeks ago. Hey guys, thanks for installing BattleNet. All right, the Voidlings banned Soj, so I can change that actually right now. Where's she at? There she is. Bang. Hey babe, I couldn't help but notice your BattleNet across the bar. You got some nice numbers actually. Mind sharing them with me? Potentially in a direct message format? Allow me to discuss our ranked endeavors together. And they ban Kiri. Chaz, this Riz. Use this on any woman and or male, and you will get zero bitches or botches. My duo and I over here, hold on. My duo and I over here, we fuck with your vibe. So like, mind hitting the triple stack? We don't care if it's wide or not. We don't care if it's wide, baby. I'm telling Winston Flush. Unfortunately, Winston Plush is like outside of this room, down the stairs as a decoration right now. He's doing way more important things, keeping the living room looking fresh. Doing way more important things. Plus, he hasn't technically come back in the BOON1ESPN canon timeline, so he can't be in this room yet. Sorry, not sorry. This writing is fire. All right. That's updating. So we'll get on that eventually. I'm guessing the spec. I need to tell them not to wait for me. Don't wait for me. If you are, I'll join. When I can. My decorative Winston plush. Yeah. Babe, I can't help but notice that you have a decorative Winston plush up there. Do you mind if we have sexual intercourse? Consensually, of course. Picking up a felony charge. Add that to a long list. Whatever happened on that day on June 3rd, 2006, in Singleton, Ohio, can never leave this chat. Alright. While the laptop is updating, why don't we go ahead and get ourselves a nice little focus in on this game. Bans, of course, as a reminder, Sojourn for the Venus Voidlings and the Kiri ban for the side of the locked-in Lemurs. So, Thank you for handling the ring situation, Corey. It's much appreciated. I did not have time to look at 7 pings on Discord right now. Well, actually, I guess I technically would. This would be the time to do it. If they're all ring requests, I'm not going to look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got pinged in Mariachi chat for some reason. Confirming they're streaming 7:30. Okay, we're all good. We're all good. Yes, update Overwatch. Why are you waiting? Ringers are eating fantastic tonight, and also everybody forcing default time when half the players in the league can't make it, I guess, right now, is ginormous. Okay, that's a big opening pick there for Taken Wallet. Good start for the Venus Voidlings. Go ahead and give a quick look over the next quick spray. Void Fiber just comes in and kills Tanny B basically instantaneously. That should be a pick. Oh, but a perfectly timed Immortality Field comes in, the Pokemon guy. Many such cases. Carson going ballistic right now, already 50% to a Flux. Gotta love what you're seeing. Void Fiber does escape. Tampy does need to swap off the Hanzo over onto the May. Nesquix as well off the Freya over on the Cassidy. Much more spammy approach now. Looking maybe to brawl against Carson. A little better in his front line, but Carson conceding the space, going back to their first corner. Doesn't allow Tampy to go up on the high ground, though. So now Tampy has to look down at Forever Kinder. Kinda is trying to get away with their life, and they will do so. Just barely able to escape there. A nice wall, though, from Tampy. Will isolate Carson on the side. Has to use the hands early here, but Carson 1 HP. Immortality Field out from Pokemon Guy, but not enough here as Nesquix finds the opening pick, and Nesquix finds another here. The DPS duo finds 3, and they're going to walk forward. Tanix behind Nesquix. Riku comes in for the final, but that's going to be basically point A given here to Lockton Lemurs. Fairly quick approach for him here. Just under a minute and a half for him to get that full cat wall. Will not allow Void Fiber to get that touch on in. Go and give ourselves a Widow PB for a second here. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to us for BOON1ESPN Overtime. And oh my, what the fuck? Mistletoe, they have a Widow. Oh no. Shot there from Taken Wallet. Will land over onto Seikana, but Seikana able to get out with their life. Carson finding 2 though off the back of that Flux. Beating Riku in that department by about 13 or so % there when that fight really broke out. Tempe will have the Blizzard. High Noon as well. A lot of ults online here for Locked In Lemurs. Only Taken Wallet with the ult, but doesn't need the ultimate to take down Mistletoe again to start this fight. They cannot build that last percentage of this Ray. Allowing Forever Kinder to catch up here in the ult department. Be very close there. Taken Wallet again finds both supports. Another nasty little flick there from Taken Wallet. Maybe a third there. Not the headshot, but doesn't need it. Tectonic shot out from Void Fiber to clean this fight on up. And they're going to find 2. And right now, the Locked In Lemurs not having much of an answer for Taken Wallet on this Widowmaker. Let's go ahead and let's keep the POV right here for now. Potentially could be massive pick. Thoughts on this, chat? Interesting shield. Free force hit behind a wall. Immortality was already forced for Seikana before the fight really breaks out. Other rotations completed. Mistletoe again down! I mean, Taken Wallet's angle is just nigh immovable. Seikana does pop out the window here up on top. Riku comes in. Taken Wallet again finds both supports. Not just Void Fiber against Nesquix, but Void Fiber win that one out. Void Fiber is hitting the moves right now. Eventually gets taken down. Very expensive fight coming out for the Locked In Lemurs, but they do get across this opening part here, probably up towards the top of this hill. Riku trying to maintain the space for Nubba. Carson with a big advantage here in the Flux department. I mean, why not keep on Taken Wallet? Taken Wallet is being so far the absolute godsend right now for Nesquix with this High Noon comes out here. A nice rock over onto Carson. Nesquix will cancel the missile, just barely dodged out the headshot that time, but will stay alive here. Not that time, as Taken Wallet finds Mistletoe again. Forever Kinder has lapped them now in the Rays. Can pop it out here. 2 meters remaining, but they are going to get there in time for the defense. Taken Wallet, there's too many particles on the screen. Cannot focus on Nesquix's head. Nesquix just rolls on down. Riku 1 HP. somehow surviving through all this. Sakana, even Tidefield, just not in time or perfectly placed. Nesquik's on the off angle, finding 2, but just for the stat sheet, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing come out of that one either. Mistletoe has to run away. You saw that. You saw them hit the sprint key the other direction. Rico on that Ramatra. Next with Symmetra. These guys are desperate to get on Take a Wall, but Take a Wall don't care. They do not care.
No one can hide from
Popping the sights here, says to be active until 30, but Carson with a nice flux here lands on a 4 members and slams him on down. The Tectonic Shock to follow it up as Void Fiber finds one off the back of that one. Take a Wall is just a day in the shooting range. As Tanny B does find 2. Does anything on the back? Ari is still alive, but it's a 1v3 on the cart. The sim turrets are still present, but not enough damage put in. On to Carson, and wait a minute, hold on. Christian is now online on the laptop, ladies and gentlemen. We will be launching Overwatch and having 2 games going on at the same time. Just in time for 7:30 to roll around where we get all 3 games going on in this time loop, this time frame, I should say. We also have a 9 p.m. time frame with 3 games going on. I will be doing that one as well. So, got ourselves a long night ahead of us, but a fun night for sure. Pokemon guy will pop down this window here eventually when the fight really breaks. There 40 seconds remaining. Seikano will open things up though. Pokemon guy healing the wall. Little TP comes up from Nesquik to force this positioning away. Riku can now hold it, but a nice re-engage comes on through. But the Blizzard from Tanapi is massive and locks down the entire choke point. And now Riku just running on in with no regard for human life and takes down 2. And that'll be it. I'm getting the Overwatch Overwatch Season 1 cinematic on my laptop. I'm seeing Vendetta. I'm seeing her father die. I'm crying IRL. There's just too much lore in the game now. Take a while over on the Emray to see what's going on. Do I have anybody added in the lobby? I do not, so I need to find somebody else. I also need to go live in Discord. I'm an idiot. Just keep watching Tick Wallet and imagine I'm getting some witty commentary as I'm logging in and out of my Discord. Smart Scan from IBR is running on my laptop. Do not Smart Scan right now. I need all the memory I possibly need. Hold on.
60 seconds.
I remembered my password. BOON1ESPN is coming in to share their screen on Discord. Riku does a nice here, but finds both DPS over on the side, and Riku just walks on in. No fear whatsoever. It now has a nice for the recontest. Rock not going to find anything. Nesquik will go down. Never mind. I misspoke. But look in terms of the ultimate here. Forever Kendo does it over to race still online. Boy Power with the Tectonic Shock. Could but just bring it over the finish line here for the defense, but Seikana has a window in 6%, and Misto can get a mid-fight over the Ray. It could be huge. Ori can stabilize with the use of the... And now he's about to Forever Kinda dies a second. The over the Ray gets pelted down, and now here comes the Initiation in the backline. Voidfire trying to bring it back here with 2, but it doesn't seem to matter. Voidfire dives on in, but the window for Seikana melts down the venture midair, and the pull down from the top ropes. You're coming to me, kid, as Riku has no problem whatsoever cleaning this point up. And that will be a full cap coming on through with no time in the bank.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
I need to verify my Discord login information. Give me a second. Yes, this is BOON1ESPN. This is the correct location. Yes, Discord, I'm allowing you to let me in. IP address has been authorized. It's time to lock in. Go ahead, get me in Booney server. Only real ones can join the server, and by that I mean myself.
Ready for battle.
Let's go ahead and get Overwatch streaming in there. It's all of us 720p, 30 FPS glory. I sure as hell am not boosting my own server. watch the stream. I apologize. I connected this setup beforehand. It's not how I want it to roll, but it's how it's gonna have to roll.
5, 4, 3.
Let's go ahead and give you a void fiber POV while we're figuring this out here on the Streamlabs side.
Escort the
Payload advances. Adore.
We're close, chat. All of you who are still here because unfortunately games are starting.
Really drilled it in, huh?
Good start. Okay, I do have to have Discord open for that. Almost there. Almost there. You can't see because I'm currently off camera, but how hard I'm currently focusing right now.
Good as new.
The payload in motion.
Okay. Now if I do this. Hi. Hi there, guys. Chicken's up 1-0. Thank you, Nave. Apologies, stream. You're gonna deal with this for a moment while I access my socials tab
I need help. Wait on.
and find some numbers.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
This'll go down in history.
No signs of enemy life detected.
Number.
I am blasting off.
Greetings.
No one can hide from my sight.
Do you see yourself in the feed chat in my friends list? Throw me some numbers. Yeah, Nave, you might be in lobby, but unfortunately you don't have my ult account added. And, there's only 4 people in the league, I believe, that have my ult account added, so...
Everything from them.
Okay, we're getting close to being at full capacity here. 3 minutes until the Flyboat Jimbo stream starts. I can put that in the lower corner down there, and we're gonna have the full 3K going. Do you have an added bucket? I don't think so. If I don't get an invite like within the next few minutes here, I'll just go ahead and I'll add Nave. And Nate can add me to the lobby. But as of right now, look at this one. The defense holding here at the beginning of B. Yeah, it's me. I'm known for the Ice with Imps. That one fight I had, unfortunately, could not bring us over the finish line in that playoffs. There we go. Slated by me in the custom game. We are in. Booney from BOON1ESPN, yeah. From my own show. Proud owner and proprietor of BOON1ESPN. Doesn't really fit, does it? Wrong button. Need my alt key.
Team kill.
No, it's alt. Alt to change the crop. Okay. Chickens got their bans in here. Specters are gonna ban Juno. Specters ban Juno. And Chickens ban Diva. Okay. We're good. And now gotta update the score for game 2. For a 1-0 for the Chickens. Okay. We're good. We're locked back in. And now we can get off evil Ari's POV in this game. 2 minutes 19 seconds remaining here on Circle Royale for the side of the Voidlings. Rika gonna invest in the Annihilation, but Carson gonna match it with the Gravitic Flux. But Pokemon Guy first to fall here, down that Juno. No way to disengage quickly from this Annihilation now, and that's gonna be that fight. Map 1's pretty dominant for the Chickens. Interesting, interesting. What was the Neptune tank lineup or Neptune DPS lineup? I'm guessing Neptune tank if they're banging Farah, but
Hey there.
we can go ahead and give ourselves a focus view back on this game. Wouldn't it forever kind of go to Cat? Luau tank. Okay. Well, I was talking for the Spectres, because Luau's the tank for the Chickens, yes, but... Because Neptune and Shoreline Pie basically swap back and forth between those two roles. Tanapy is going to have Blizzard here for this fight. Is 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining in the time bank right now. Just 12 meters separating them from the box of victory and sends to an extra set of rounds to the true overtime session. Cat in for Forever Kinda. I don't think it locked anybody down. No, it got Riku! Takes Ari off the map, and now it picks Ari here. Taking Wallet, gonna invest in this ultimate here as well. Tampy throws into Blizzard, but a great Mizuki off for Seikana. Nesquik cleans up as well. Now 52 seconds remaining in the time back. Nesquik and Tampy finding 3. Corgi DPS wins support. Knave, you're not listening to me. What was the Spectres lineup? Was Neptune on tank, or was Shoreline Pie on tank? I understand the Chickens lineup. What were the Spectres running? For the love of Christ. This is my tank. This is my May. They do not listen.
30 seconds remaining.
Am I not speaking English? Neptune was on tank. Thank you. Because I know that's more their main look than the... I don't know why I just did that. Alright. Alt. Up. Cool. That game is now live in the lower corner. And on this one, we're going to have the locked-in Lemurs taking our first map. Despite what was once a fairly rough start, they do lock back in and take our first map. Let me go ahead and update the score here on this one for game 1. Lemurs taking our first map, despite my prediction. Wow. Okay. The stream is kind of locking in and out, unfortunately. It is a 720, 30 FPS. I'm currently, live streaming my other PC. But looking at it now, Shoreline Pie will be on the tank this time. Neptune over on towards us far here on Kings Row. Chickens up 1-0 right now. Luau is going to take this battle here against Shoreline Pie. And wow, this is a... Back for back here, Slade and Corgi are going to be exchanged for 1 point on the DPS, but Shoreline Pie falling extremely low here. Neptune also 1 HP, has to back away. Paradox will get melted by Shoreline Pie, though. So big advantage now for the side of the Shibuya Spectres, as Win getting walked down, forced to back away. The Toronto Thunder Chickens probably going to get point A here and not want to reinvest in this one. Nave is going to leave the game. Damn, he's seen enough. As for our other game for the Voidlings, locked in Lemurs, we're going to Kings Row. No bans are in just yet. But June, about 60 to 70% towards this. Oh, right. I'm on my laptop, so my keys are different. My keybinds are different. Unfortunately, June does have the Suzy just in time to keep himself alive. We're flying fairly low there, but Neptune close to this barrage plays well with the Bola. Wind will have the tidal wave here coming in, but they will escape with their lives here. Nothing really coming out of that one. I just had to check my phone there with the 75 billion pings I was getting. But with Slade down, no ultimates online yet for the side. Those few spectators are going to chill for a second. Paradox trying to clamp on this high ground, trying to force Neptune away, but won't quite make the jump. Both DPS ults online right now for the Spectres, coming in to do some damage here. Neptune ready to slide on in. Casino Rush out here early, though, from June is good. They can hold on to these DPS ults potentially here, as Neptune has found one already with Shoreline Pie. Corgi 1 HP, and this kind of pincer maneuver is working wonders through the alleyway. And that'll be another fight victory coming through for Shibuya Spectres. They have 4 minutes now in the time bank here, going into the end halfway mark of point B. They're walking into a grab, walking into Big Brain with the Casino Rush, but they will have the grab, barrage, and Bola of their own. Guns not quite to that beat just yet, but they do not have anything needed. Lao will swap here over onto the Malga, not opting to take the Zarya mirror anymore against Shoreline Pie. Shoreline Pie, though, will be going out quickly with this ultimate here, looking for anybody locked down, and they will glow it on in and land over onto Just Wind. But the barrage from Neptune comes in off the back zone. They get no kills off that combo, and now Corgi comes out with the override protocol. Do they find any picks? No. Shoreline Pie gets out with just a sliver HP around the corner into the mega side. But right now, a whiff shot there in the midair from Corgi. But Corgi, can they get Neptune? No, they cannot. Neptune hits the midair shot. Luau will respond, though, with that pick. And now the numbers are slightly favoring the Thunder Chickens right now. The Shibuya Spectres trying to survive, but down Shoreline, down Neptune. What hope is there in this fight? They have to back away for now. They also have Wind swapping off the Wu Yang over onto Lowry here. The pylon is in place to keep Luau standing. And now, all the ults invested there for the Spectres and no point B capture. They just have the beat for this next fight, but they're walking in to Paradox ult. You're walking into potentially a mid-fight cage from Luau, but can Neptune do the damage to build the barrage? It'll be quite the neutral fight here for both these sides. Who can bet that first pick? Which DPS come up huge? I'm looking at Neptune, but Gunst lays down the beat here. Neptune up on the high ground, finds the target they want. It is just going to be Wind up on that off angle. Has a pylon in time. Paradox gets away with their life. The bubble out for Shoreline Pie. Luau is falling so low. No pylon in place to keep the Malga standing. But there comes the damage, and Shoreline Pie finds the opening pick. Big Brain can't do so much but watch the team fade away, as Paradox also did invest in the on-run ultimate, but could not find the picks they needed to get that over the hump. So with the help of Gunst with that beat, Shibuya Spectators are going to capture over on towards point B. Going into point C, 3.5 minutes. This is where time makes go to die. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what to be. You already know what we gotta say around here. Shoreline Pie 1 HP just gets melted down, potentially a little over-aggressive there. Loses out on the energy here for his next engagement. Will not be good, and Gunst might get staggered as Corgi lights up the kill feed with 2 there. Shoreline Pie may try to poke and prod for that final 12% of the Groundtown Surge. Could not get that done and will get taken down before the fight really breaks out. We are close to our other game, the Voidings and the Lemurs coming in. And now let's see. The Voidlings banned May. And the... We'll go back to this screen since we're close. Luau does open things up here with the pick over on towards June. Will go aggressively into the backline. Not going to do too much as the Shibuya Spectators hit the kite out of that one with the help of Gunst with that speed boost. But now Gunst is stuck in the corner. Do they get alive? They will do so. Now, they're going to have an override protocol. They're going to have the Casino Rush as well as the cage from Luau. But Corgi just finds Slade with a neutral shot. Neptune comes in deep with that barrage. Only gets 1, and Big Brain trades that one out. And now Wind is in no man's land, but does not have any fear. And just melting down Shoreline Pie and has to back away. Cannot hold on to the space. Let me go ahead and update the bans in this game, though, real quick. The Voidlings went ahead and banned out the May.
Ready for battle.
And the Lemurs went ahead and banned out the Zarya. Okay, all bans and scores are up to date right now. On the other side here, Corgi will find opening. Corgi finds 3 with the override protocol in the cage. They cannot escape their sights as Corgi flies high and melts them on down. As for this game, let's look at 10 POV for a moment. I'm kind of splitting my attention here, so doing this both teams on King's Row, both games on King's Row. Neptune swaps off the far over on the May here for this last 2 minutes here. Tries to build the Blizzard. Luau is falling extremely weak here. Has to survive. Casino Rush up from Big Brain. Can they keep them out to stay? They cannot do so as Gunst lays again another timely beat to keep them standing. Gunst in the 1v1 against Wind in the backline, and Slade will win this one out as Wind, the pylon, was not placed well enough for that one. Tend to be on Torbjorn here for this fight going into point A. First fight really breaking out here. Void Fiber is way behind enemy lines. Vervakinda has to get away with the amp as well as Pokemon Guy having to invest in the Suzu early here. So big big cooldown advantage now for the locked-in Lemurs. Void Fiber finds Tampy's turret. Adam flying very low here, but Carson's found Adam an opening pick there. The Lucio is gone. No more way for the Ramattra to get involved, but never mind. The Ramattra is getting way too involved in the back line. Finds Vervakinda. Probably only gonna get the one trade as Take-One and Void Fiber are here on the case. Riku 1 HP. Void Fiber hitting the shield dance to get just the right spot to find that one. Slade goes off the map. I look over for 1 second. Slade's on the map. Hopefully that was just a reset. I did not catch that one. Could be rough coming through for him right now. But 39 seconds remaining in the time bank here for Shai Shibuya Spectres. As Wind on this off angle has been immovable. Has the pylon and the Captain Sun. Neptune will have the Blizzard and Slade with the bowler shot, but here comes the Captain Sun out from Wind. It's massive in the small contained space. Wind finds 3 with the Captain Sun. It's just Neptune on point, putting down the Blizzard. Is there any help for the man? We'll find one. Can Luau stand the cold? It looks like they will do just that. And the Wind, the Captain Sun, the heat beats the cold. And that's going to be as far as spectators get on point C. Guns coming in for a last second touch, but Wind with the burn on the little shift there. Not going to do too much. Slade has the bola, but what is it against all 5 members still standing? Going into our other game back in, Thundercocks took a map on Neptune. They did take a map on Neptune, and they're looking primed to potentially take another map here. Could be massive, but back to our other game, locked-in Lemurs going up against the Venus Voidlings. The Venus Voidlings having to concede point A fairly quickly towards the locked-in Lemurs, taking swaps off the Cassidy over onto the Sojourn. Void Fiber off this venture goes back over here, over to the Vendetta. The Ventu trick has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, Pokemon Guy has a Casino Rush here for his fight right down main. But do they take it here? Noe Misto has a perfectly timed over to Ray to stop that thought from coming through. Casino Rush comes out here, but is there any follow-up? Doesn't look like it here. Riku does have this Annihilation as well, going to walk in. Bit of a kite call here from the locked-in Lemurs, not able to sustain, but Riku going to be able to walk back in with the help of this Annihilation, finding very weak here. Once his form is gone, you can see that Q getting pressed. But looking at it right here, Nesquik does have this high noon. A nice block around the Carson brought by. Here comes the engage. Casino Rush comes out, or the Souza comes out, but Riku just walks in with the Annihilation, finds 3. Can they find a 4th? No, Adam steals that one. A 4K for Riku. And it'll be point B captured here for locked-in Lemurs. Extremely fast for him. Back in our other game here, we are still waiting for the size to break up, but not just yet. How's Carson losing? Unfortunate. But a great pick, and now 5 minutes in the time bank now for the locked-in Lemurs, and this is King's Row Point C, where time banks go to that. We just saw it on our last fucking game, literally 3 minutes ago. The time bank die was 4 minutes, and it was gone. Right down the face of the planet. Void Fiber swaps again over onto the Echo here. Excuse me, my man's loading a 3rd character. Someone call ASEC. He is absolutely throwing his games. We'll see what happens here. Rikus walks on board here without that shield. Carson so weak, but Carson has the flux here. The beat from Adam is timely placed and lands on all 5 members on Nesquik, just rolling around the back line. Is there anybody to mark this Cassie? No, there's not! As Nesquik is still way behind enemy lines. Anybody gonna look at this man? Taking Walt will find one with the help of the overclock, but Adam has found 2 in this fight. Tampy trying to melt on Carson will do so. It's just taking Walt against the world, and the world's got hands. 4 minutes in the time bank here. It's just Pokemon Guy and Void Fiber against the world, and right now, this is a devastating time bank. The Voidlings get crushed and creamed. Back on another game here for the Kings Row. The Chickens are on their attack right now and look to be doing a full quick capture here of point A. Luau finding multiple picks here, diffing Shoreline Pie in the mirror. Slade has swapped over on the Emray, but Neptune's on Torbjorn. Oh my god. This is not what we signed up for when we saw the Spectres, ladies and gentlemen. This roster is not what we signed up for. Neptune will swap back over here onto the May, so a much better pick for him here. As for this game, no one's picked a character yet, so I can't lock in anybody just yet. That'll be point A going the way of the Chickens in very quick fashion. They have 5 minutes here going into point B. Remember, they do not need a full cap. With 5 minutes of time, it looked like a swap here potentially from Luau. Walking back to the spawn room, looking for a swap. What's it going to be? Luau goes back to the Malga here. Potentially reading this Mei out, not wanting to get stuck here by the Zarya wall, or for the Mei walls on the Zarya. A much better pick here for Luau on the Malga. Much more sustainability if they get locked out. The ability to run back to your team. Just charged on in, never mind. Does not need to escape. But here comes a deep engagement from Paradox. Shoreline Pie trying to keep the team nice and standing. But right now, it's just Paradox maintaining the space, controlling the mech room. Shoreline Pie, the right click though. Gets right back on in there. Gust 97% towards his beat. Could look to lay it on down. But looks like they will hold on to it for now. Gets slammed out by Luau. And that casino here from Big Brain. Thinking it's winnable here. Another engage here from Luau. Shoreline Pie. 1 HP. Shoreline Pie is down. Gust beat does not land in time. They've downed Shoreline Pie. Neptune does have the blizzard here potentially here for any contesters. But Wind is flying high in the sky. Neptune taken down. And that's going to be 3 ults taken back to the spawn room for the Shibuya Spectres. Back going on the game here between the Venus Voidlings and the locked-in Legions. Venus Voidlings having a huge wall to climb now. 4 minutes left in time, and Nesquix that might just seal the deal for better time back there. That one pick might just be enough to not let that one on through. Flamebow is live. I'll add that after one of these matches is done. I will get to it. I will get to it. There's a lot going on. We have the ult here from Paradox, lands on the wall from members here. Paradox does fall extremely weak though, does survive. Wind laying down the energy here, but June has the Casino Rush over on towards this point. Is it going to be enough here? The Blizzard from Neptune is massive, but they find Luau in exchange for Neptune, a 1-for-1, but Corgi is found too. Corgi with 3rd! Corgi is lighting up the kill feed. Corgi with a 4K for the cap on point B. Wind steals the 5. But they'll take that 4 minutes and 42 seconds now on the time bank here for the side of these Thunder Chickens. And then you have to give the full cap, just 60 meters separating them. We need to clone Booney. Unfortunately, there's only one of me, but there's only one screen. Corgi is Tijanos and finds the 4K to get him over the finish line. The Diva here from Carson. Just trying to find anything to work, but the Torbjorn from Tampy just melting and pelting them down. Nesquik not negating this high ground at all, not giving them any space, not giving them any room to work. Carson 1 HP, and Nesquik just hits the quick roll around with the right click and takes them down. You've lost your Diva mech, and you haven't lost a Diva. You're still just staggering your time out here. Riku has the Ignition and 10% as well. Carson is 1 HP. Carson needs to reset or get out. Void Fiber, 1 HP on the high ground. Adam finally puts Carson out of their misery, but Void Fiber is 1 HP. Adam is on the hunt, and Void Fiber shuts that down. Do not take the Vent 2 trick in the mirror right now in that 1v1. Back in our other game here, 2.5 meters separating the locked-in Lemurs and a 2-0 start against the Shibuya Spectres. It's not looking good right now. Shoreline Pie on the Doomfist, trying to find anything to work, but Neptune back on the Tracer. It's the 4.3 average duel, but they stand no chance against the power of friendship. And the Thunder Chickens take the second map in a dominant fashion. We can go ahead and give ourselves a quick focus in on this game where locked-in Lemurs look to be in a pretty good spot. Get rid of that one as Annihilation Pop here from Riku, finding multiple kills. And now, a minute and a half remaining in the time. The Venus Voidlings are having a tough time breaking this one. Tanapy will have the Malone core. Adam with the beat here as well. Very high sustain. It has to come down to take a wall potentially to get this overclock online and find an opening pick. Forever Kinda with the window. Could be big mid fight as well. Pokemon Guy. Bull Sports mid fight. Could be big one. Adam is in the waiting here. 95% towards that beat. Could just turn things on its head. Taking well, still overclock. He's the 1-to-1. Riku 1 HP and will get taken down. Over to right our Pokemon Guy as well to potentially seal the deal here. Can they hold on this overclock? Can they hold anything? Mistletoe finds Forever Kinda down your window. Can't build it up. Molten Core from Tampy thinks it's winnable. Beat out from Adam. Only finds 2 members though. And Nesquik though from the high ground just slides on in those DMs and finds Taken Wallet. It's just Carson here on the point now. Carson might get DMA'd. Uses the bomb just to try to stay alive. Adam does get away in time through the hotel. Taken Wallet still has this overclock. Void Fire with a Tectonic Shock. No ults except for Nesquix for the side of Leave It. It's going to be tough for him to hold this one. Void Fire goes up on the high ground, tries to find out on towards Nesquix, forced to dig and burrow away. Doesn't go away, but Nesquix just running away. Opted not takes 1v1. Forever Kinda with his window on point. Does create some space here right now for the Venus Voidling, but this drop in from Void Fiber could be huge behind. With the Tectonic Shock, overclock comes up. Pokemon Guy down! Not a good start here for the Venus Voidling. Void Fiber does get one though on the Missile. Missile 3% to Ray! Could have been a huge turnaround, but now Tectonic Shock and Haydn are exchanged here. Carson has lost the mech on point. Can Void Fiber clutch up? Can they bring it home for the squad? They are 98 HP and on the ground. It's not looking good for him. The Tor Turret stood no chance against the Burrow, but now Venus Voidling stand no chance against the locked-in Lemurs. As right now, Voidfire comes in for yet another contest here. Over to Ray out from Missile, though. Might just put the nail in the coffin here for a 2-0 start for the Lemurs. Voidfire just trying to stat pad. Oh, but Tanby with the hammer kill. Finds that one, and Tanby with the door turret as well.
Beautiful shot.
And the locked-in Lemurs take the second map. Go ahead and update the score real quick. I'll go ahead and add Flambo Jambo's stream in as well. If you like a more focused experience, you can check out Flambo Jambo TTV. But for now, you're stuck with me. Is still 0-0. Oh, we get a moment to breathe here, Chad, don't we? We get a nice, tranquil moment where there's only one game going on, but you guys can't see it. So I can just breathe for a second. Excuse me, I would like to window capture. I like to window capture. But now you guys are switched. Can I get you now? I still can't get you. What the hell? There we go. Swag mode engaged. Alright, so the bands are going to be Freya and Sigma, so I'll get that updated here as well. Get rid of that 7:30 start time there as well. Get rid of that. Excuse me. There we go. Whoops. Alright, as for our other game here, the Toronto Chickens and the Swedish Spectators, they are going in here to our another map. Neptune, they go ahead and they ban out the Mauga. They do not want to deal with that anymore from Luau. Where's Mauga? There he is. Where's the big fella? And the Thunder Chickens ban Lucio, which could be a huge impact on the Guns. We've seen Guns do really well on Lucio so far this season, but we haven't seen anything else from them, so could be devastating for them going into their potentially third and final map because they are up 2-0 right now. Let's go ahead and update that score. Alright, there we go. We are officially all up to date. Do we have the bans here? We don't have any bans for this game. So, looking down here at our little corner here at the bottom right, we do have the POV going for the Gouda Gouda Goats as they are walking forward now into point C of Junkertown. A minute and a half remaining on the time bank form right now. But it wins 2-3-0s? I hope so. Make my life a lot easier because then we could go into 9 p.m. and I still have a decent amount of my voice left for all 3 games there. Looking at it here, Fish does pop in the nation, walks it over on towards Milo, but it is a pretty even exchange right now, and the defense is heavily favored on Junkertown here for this one. The Diva putting a lot of pressure over on towards the Baptiste. I don't know who's playing for either seats right now. I need to see some kill feed, I need to see some tabs, so I know who's on who right now. But right now, Gouda Gouda Goats just trying to survive for now. Wait, I'm looking at the Baptiste. What am I talking about? I'm looking at the Baptiste POV. Flame Gem on the POV, whatever. I don't know who's on the Kiriko, who's getting saved there by the Immortality field. Potentially a misspike from me. There's a lot of things going on in my mind right now. My ADHD is working overtime, but Strudel does get the kill over on towards HV6, so 1-point exchange on towards the DPS, but now with both DPS down, Sandy walks forward with that Kasune rush and allows Fish to walk forward here. 1 HP, or what is HV6 is just running them down on the high ground? Excuse me. Alright, as for the other game, it has started here for the first fight. Paradox has to give it back away here, Neptune back over on towards his tank. And it looks like, as of right now, the Swedish Spectators have this first point capture. The first point capture, first few percentages will go the way of the... No, they will not actually. Locked-in Leaders have to back away. Oh, wait, this is the Chickens and Spectators. Oh, my God. Lock back in. Lock back in me. The chickens have to back away with the Malgaban. They do not get first cap. First cap goes the way of the Shibuya Spectres. Comes over on towards the Juno. June will play this Baptiste. We saw June on the Baptiste a lot last season when they came in as a sort of emergency pick, but who knows. Wind will come back over on towards the Wu Yang, which is something we saw a few times last. Big Brain open to pick on towards June, excuse me. Your tie field taken down. Shoreline Pie gets 1-for-1 with Paradox with the burn. Fun Shoreline Pie. Numbers advantage now favoring the side of Thunder Chickens as they walk on forward here. Very low heating resources out here from Wind, but Neptune just has to survive as long as possible. Can Corgi finding Slade. Block slap here for Neptune, but the point will flip for the Thunder Chickens as Corgi find multiple kills there at the end. Back on our other game we had. I didn't see the score. There's 6 seconds remaining, and I'll see the score. That'll be a good update on the Gouda Gouda Goats and the Flares Firebenders. 4 seconds, please. Flavor Jimbo, please pick a character. Thoughts, chat? Pick a character. Okay, they did full cap. So, also for our other game here, your top right, the Boilings ban Juno, and the Locked Leaders ban Venture. So there's the Venture ban. So go ahead, I will get that updated. There's that. And here comes the Venter. Saving your Venture ban for Li Zhang is actually a pretty smooth maneuver, not gonna lie. Onto our other game here between Shibuya Spectators and the Thunder Chickens. The Thunder Chickens have taken the advantage here on the point, 71% to 63, but Neptune just walks down Win, but doesn't seem to matter. The numbers heavily favoring the Thunder Chickens right now. I just try and survive, try and stay as long as I possibly can, but they're going to be going in without their tank here, 87% and counting. Here comes the door stuff for the Thunder Chickens. Shoreline Pie is going lower here, not wanting to opt into a choke fight, but Riku is there to match. Riku does have the... Oh, it does come in here, a big ultimate there from Luau. Luau pulls one back, and Luau will stabilize and will claim the point here for Thunder Chickens. Off the back of that huge rampage, lands on all 4 remaining members of the Shibuya Spectres who are still there. Alright, back over here on the Li Zhang Tower between the Shibuya Spectres and the locked-in Loomers. Oh, this is the Voidlings. There's a lot of teams going on right now. Breathe. We're good. Lock in. Next quick's over here on the Symmetra. Allows Riku to get towards that point. Boyfire will be playing his Vendetta here on this open spot of Garden. Good spot for him right now. Engaging over on towards the Sim TP, but there's just no follow-up here as Voidfire gets melted in this little white room as Nesquik is there with a full charge beam. Takewell finds Mistletoe, but that may just be all they get. Takewell does find 2 on the escape, but is there going to be enough? Doesn't look like there are going to be. Corgi's played DPS on, yes. Corgi has played DPS all 3 maps tonight, and it's working wonders for them. They do need to play map Corgi on support, don't they? Did they play it on map 1? Or is DPS on map 1 as well? Because if so, that's a problem. Luau opens things up here over on the side of Shibuya Spectres and Thunder Chickens. Luau finding pick. Wind will fall up on towards Guns, and there's a nothing right now Shibuya Spectres can do. Wind finds 3 on the Wu Yang. And the first cap and 50% here already for the Thunder Chickens. The Spectres having no shot right now. Nesquik's melting down the opposition here for the locked-in Lemurs as Riku is nigh immovable on the position, on the point, with the help of the Sim turrets right now. The Venus Boiling standing no chance. DPS on map 1, big problem. We need to bring that up to the admins because that's illegal. I don't know how we're going to handle it. That's up to the other 4 admins to figure that out. And there's only 2 is not playing right now, so it's up to them. Wait, there's 3. I'm prodding, Trude's playing, so it's going to be Sonic. Yeah, there's 3. They can figure it out. That's majority. Down here for a locked-in Lemurs there at 69% and building up here. Riku has fallen in the chaos. Next one does not quite have the full charge Sim beam right now. Does have the Sim wall should they invest into here. But looks like they're going to maybe hold on to it. No, they're going to invest in. Voidfire comes in, but the TP is well placed. And now Adam responds. Mistletoe as well. Both sports are invested, but it is 85% for the locked-in Lemurs. As the Venus Boilings. Oh, the boop! Furbican does get out alive! But now it's just Carson just trying to survive over on towards the bridge here. Taking so much damage from Nesquix. Pokemon Guy does have beat to negate the finishing blows. They have a contest here from Takeout on the Sombra, but Riku holds the bridge with Annihilation. For Pokemon Guy stood no chance. And now Riku with Annihilation continues to melt down the opposition. Mistletoe building up that Coalescence. Carson does have Annihilation to respond here, but it does not have the life to sustain it. And that's going to be first point here going the way. Locked in Lemurs now 1 point away from taking the match home. Back on the other side, Toronto Thunder Chickens did lose the point in the chaos. And now Neptune close to the Terra Surge. 91%. Could this be 99-0 salted run back for the side of the Spectators? But Shoreline Pie down to Paradox is burned again. Neptune melted down. And the point might just flip here. Last second, they gave it a hell of a run. And Gus invests in the Orbiter Ray down 3. Oh no! It's all falling apart for the Spectres now. This will be a cap. And now it's going to be 2-0 on this map. Match points for the Thunder Chickens. Down to our bottom right-hand corner, where we have the Gouda Gouda Goats and the Fearless Firebenders. We do have the Gouda Gouda Goats trying to hold the under point C, but right now the Fearless Firebenders are pushing them back. They had to get a full cap here, but it's looking really good for them. 3 minutes and 40 seconds in the time bank going in towards point C here for the Fearless Firebenders. And Void Fiber's on the far right here. Actually, now back on this game. This is going crazy. Venus Voidlings going up against the Locked in Lemurs, and Void Fiber is showing off the entire hero puddle we have right now. The Echo and the farm of Void Fiber. It's just Air Adventure. Throws down the projectiles. Next squeeze 1 HP with Void Fiber, just slides out in through the window. Excuse me, potentially a 30 Void Fiber. The hero puddle is expanding it like a hero. Oh, so super great. Whoa, Void Fiber with 4 here. Give this man the 5K for Void Fiber. In the skies.
Someone call for security.
It's all expanding in front of us. We're watching like AI evolve in front of our very eyes, learning algorithms. Massive here for Void Fiber. And back over here on towards the Thunder Chickens versus Shibuya Spectres. Thunder Chickens giving up this 3rd point right now. 36% and counting right now for Shibuya. Adam down at the screen. Good quick stop back on Neptune. No, actually, you're back over here on the Pokemon Guy. But right now, Lua does have the Graviton Surge, but the numbers heavily favored right now. The Shibuya Spectre, the Shoreline 5 finds a pick off of that High Noon. A wing of a Thunder Rush and Bessie over on towards Luau. But nobody can get knocked down. And Neptune uses the Arista Pole, uses the Terra Surge to negate the Wu Yang Ultimate with that Fortify and pull away. Great play there from the Shibuya Spectres, as they do not want to go down 3-0 on this map as well as this series. Point flips here on the other side for Locked in Lemurs against the Venus Voidlings. Point will flip here for the Locked in Lemurs, 23% to 37. Bit of an advantage right now for the side of the Venus Voidlings, but right now point is in favor, and the Symmetra will be much harder to negate. Carson does have this Flux, Void Fiber with this Barrage, but Tampy just goes down to just neutral fire from Carson, and that takes out the only ultimate that they had. Void Fiber is caught on the side. The Flux doesn't find anybody from Carson. The whip comes on through. Now the advantage in terms of percentage comes in through for the side Locked in Lemurs, and they have the Colas from Mistletoe walk out with this one. Mistletoe Theory coming alive, keeping the team alive. Forever Kinda melted through in that blizzard, taking 1 HP, will get out. And no, the wall is too good from Tanning. They can't escape now. 65% and counting here. Locked in Lemurs are on map and match point right now, and they have the High Noon, they had Annihilation, Void Fiber and taking one with Zebus Ultimus, Pokemon Guy as well with the Kusina Rush. Next we're going to mark out Void Fiber here on the side, trying to get something done and shut down the one ultimate that potentially could turn this fight in their favor. But Adam is 82% towards his beat. If they can get his beat and play this slow, this could just be Locked in Lemurs taking the series home. Kusina Rush comes out for Pokemon Guy, but Nesquik, oh, but Mistletoe with a skill orb! A lot of ults being impressed right now, but Pokemon Guy 1 HP just melted down. Riku has found 2, and now Forever Kid trying to win the 1v1 against the Ramatra Ultimate. Not quite gonna work out. It's just Carson on the point, and he's got 0 HP to work with, as Riku has the answers and has the punch, and this series is done! Locked in Lemurs taking home a 3-0. Check admin chat. I can't. There's too much going on right now. You guys have 3 admins. I'll follow the majority. I'll follow the majority. I do not care. As for our other game, I can go ahead and update these scores real quick first. A 3-0 victory for locked-in Lemurs. Bounce back after the week 1. Good on them. Back on our game here between Shibuya Spectres and the Toronto Thunder Chickens. The Spectres are at 93% on the 3rd point here, but they are going to have 3 ults to potentially send this back and assist to a 0.5 on Suravasa. Paradox swapped over onto the Reaper as well. Did not see that. Swapped off of the on-run over on the character. Big Brain will have the Orbital Ray coming through here, but walking into that Terror Switch, walking into that High Noon and the Bola Shot. This might just be the Spectre's point to lose here. Paradox getting on this off angle here, potentially looking for a bit of aggression over on towards, but Shoreline Pie with a 3K with this High Noon. And that'll be just enough, and just the Doctor ordered now 2-2 here on Suravasa. Shibuya Spectres and Toronto Thunder Chickens. So now that the first game is over, we can switch over to have my POV over on towards the Gouda Gouda Goats and the Fearless Firebenders. But we got to finish this map out here first, ladies and gentlemen. 44 HP is Slade trying to survive. Neptune getting melted in the front line. This cattle getting sent straight to the glue factory. Paradox is sneaky beaky. Like, look at this positioning here from Paradox over off to the side. But the point will flip here early. For Shibuya Spectres trying to run it back here. A reverse sweep on this map and a reverse sweep in the series is what's needed. Orbital Ray comes out though from Big Brain as June has fallen in the front line after using that Kassir. But here comes Big Paradox. But Slade and Paradox are going to exchange 1-for-1 here on the deepest ultimates. Corey has started spectating this game. Corey, go the hell away. What are you doing here? But right now, point will flip here. Neptune is surviving, as well as Shoreline Pie. Gunst at 99% towards Orbital Ray for the recontest. Bubble here early on towards Paradox. An early fortify out from Neptune as well. A lot of coolant being exchanged for both the teams, but the Graviton Surge, it might just be enough here from WoW to win this fight outright. The Slade just trying to do anything over on towards the point. Just getting melted down, as well as Neptune taking the back shots from Paradox. Do not clip that out of context. But now 52% and counting. Wind will have... Carson, don't worry about it. Wind will have the title rush here. Shoreline Pie has the High Noon here soon. But here comes a very quick engagement, but Neptune once again negates the Wu Yang ultimate with this Terror Surge. This combo has been shut down, and Shoreline Pie just slides on past Corgi and Wind. Paradox will get Shoreline, but the numbers is not favoring them right now. Neither is the health bars, as Neptune looking strong on this point. Trying to spectate with the damn trackpad is nearly impossible. So let's just get Shoreline Pie POV on this one. Dyer, do not type that again. Do not type that again in my chat, or there will be some problems. But Shoreline Pie is coming back with the High Noon. June potential towards a mid-fight Casino Rush, but Paradox is the one to keep your eye on here if you are a Toronto Thunder Chickens fan. She is close to having this Death Blossom online. Slade fell and critical there. Has to back away, give the space. Neptune is alone right now. Any help for the Battle Cattle up front doesn't appear as needed right now, but Luau just melting down Neptune from the back. Everybody's giving Neptune back shots. I said it. Slade pops his bullet shot. Doesn't get anything off the moment. June has a Casino over on towards the point here. Paradox is so weak. Has to survive. Has to live only online for him. But now Paradox taken down by Neptune. And this could be a reverse sweep of Suravasa. And we are not done with this match here, ladies and gentlemen. We are still going. Neptune 1 HP. And they do not get the touch. And Thunder Chickens cannot take this series home. We're using a trackpad because, dear God, I have my Overwatch on this screen to look at that game while I look at this game. So we can just go ahead, move that down here. We no longer need the Flammagema POV. That was much appreciated for that first map. We got to see that at least. I'm currently bleeding over into the other side here, so let me hold my Alt key this time. I know what key I'm actually pressing this time. Look at that. Cool little crop. And we also need to add in the locked-in lemurs for our game winner image up at the top here. Team logos, season 10, locked in lemurs, where are you? Thoughts on this? There you are, bang, there you are, and you are very small. You are very small. There we go, you're somewhat centered. Goats are up 1-0, thank you for the update on that one. I wasn't quite sure what it was. I'm pretty sure, so we need game 3. Update that score to be a 3-1. Thunder Chickens also losing that one map, so we have spectators getting their first on the board. Going to update that one to be a 1. And we are all caught up on the scores, I believe, so we should be good for now. In terms of the bans on this match, we're going to ban Kiri from Strudel and ban May from HV Sex. So Fearless Firebenders are going to go ahead. We don't need these ban images anymore, so get rid of those. Firebenders ban the May. We get a moment to breathe here while we're all getting ourselves back together. We're up to 30 viewers now, so thank you guys for tuning in. We do very much appreciate it. Hopefully you're all having a great night so far. We have a long night of Overwatch ahead of us here for Aurora Overwatch Clash, but we are all here for it, baby. We are gonna keep going. BOON1ESPN has no breaks. Spectres, did they get a ban in? Okay, Corey joined that game for the admin discussion because it was found out that Corky played DPS for 3 maps in a row, which they have support listed as their main role, so they had to play 1 map on that role in the first 3. So there is going to be a discussion coming through here for that one. I suppose I could try to be on my phone for that while I go off screen for the focus.
Now
Okay.
entering initiating match.
Let's go ahead and I'll let you guys look at the beautiful Kings Row main street as I go into admin chat and we figure all this out. Double checking, blah 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 blah. Rick says it's instant map loss or punishment. Thoughts? Yes, yes. They're currently winning 2 as we extend the series. Yes, they're map gross and counter loss. If they map gross, doesn't count loss. One hurt on the lobby. Lose map 2-2. Physical punishing. They don't want to get punished at all. They punish the app. Being removed the map loss. First 2 should be maximum the map to happen series. It's 2-1. We take collective. What's PvP you guys want to watch? Actually, I've heard that bacon's the truth, so we'll watch bacon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
I've heard the bacon might in fact be the truth. Tommy saw it too late. You typed too late. It became Calm Boy Fiber because we're having an admin emergency, so I have to focus on this.
That feels much better.
We must capture
Nah. That's all I got.
E aí? Fala tu.
This ends now. You're powered up. Get in there. Team kill. The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Another day, another battlefield. You are completely healed. I'm a fighting condition. No wasted. Tip-top shape. Let them out. My heart's still beating, so the payload shouldn't be moving, right? You are completely healed. Step right.
This ends now. Team kill. Round 1 complete. Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Okay, we're back. Apologies. We got a full cap with 2 minutes in the time bank here for a set of Fierce Firebenders. But this is what happens when you have 7 games going on. There's things going, there's a potential illegal stuff going on. The verdict is due to Biggie Stretch being called in like to emergency for work, they don't have a comp that has Corgi on support that's legal. So I'm gonna put down the executive order that it's fine, because I mean, what are you gonna do if Biggie gets called into work like 2 hours for your game? So there's not much you can do. If Corgi is fine with it for a series, then we're good, you know. Because I feel that that is a very that's a very unfortunate situation, and if Corgi seems good with it, then I'm good with it. So just in future, hopefully Biggie doesn't get called into work. That's the biggest thing. Because yeah, if Corgi's like 4,300 on the sheet, they don't have a player low enough to put them on their role. All right, back here onto our game. The game has not started just yet. From what I was seeing, though, I can get a quick peek at the stats, see what's going on. APSEC 10-7. 10-7. Yeah, Bacon 16-2. Bacon might be the truth, as I mentioned, for the map really broke out here. Strudel over on the Venture. The Mayban may be doing a little more work for him than maybe would have thought. But a good start to the defense here for the side of the Gouda Goats. Fearless Firebenders being sent back to their spawn for now. We do have the other game starting here on Coliseo, so let me get back in. I gotta get back in the mood now. I gotta lock back in the casting mode. The bans is gonna be on-run ban out here for the Spectres. Where my on-run at? And then the Kiriko ban for the Northern Chickens. Focusing a lot on the support line actually for their bans. Okay, we're back. Good to go to Goats continue to maintain their defensive side. 2 minutes now on the time back here for the Firebenders. Bacon falls early. HPSEC finding the log down main. Can I stretch my cam across the entire top of the screen? No. You don't want to see why Booney, unfortunately. Going back to Spooky Spectres versus the Throne of Thunder Chickens after the Chaos has been counted out here. Going to 1-for-1 on towards the DPS. Coleslaw is in here for the DPS, and Slade will go over on the support. So a new look for him here. We have not seen this so far this season. Corgi just gets pelted into the corner with the Neptune using that spear. I just hear Hanzo like whispering in my ear. I don't want that anymore. Luau does find Neptune, but is quickly chaired by Shoreline Pie. It's a very back and forth affair to open this thing up. Win gets the kill over the gun. Win finds 2 though! But the numbers are just not there for the Thunder Chickens as the Spectres continue to walk forward. Freddy Fazbear gets melted over on towards the point. Now with only 1 minute remaining for the Firebenders, the Gouda Goats looking primed to go up 2-0 in this series. War does have the beat here in 5%, but do they have the numbers they need? Fish with a fairly awkward use of the shield, not blocking up too much here, but walks in the back line. Big slow to Milo, and Fish has found the kill. With Milo down, Fish continues to track down Ward. Ward just running as fast as he possibly can towards the bookstore. Bacon popping into the overclock, up on the high ground, finding Tommy Sled. The pulse bomb not going to anything here. Freddy Fazbear walks in, has control of the mini pack. War's beat only lands onto War. Freddy Fazbear was behind the corner. Oh no, the Gouda Goats looking primed to take this one home and going up 2-0. 20 seconds left in the time bank, and just desperation swaps coming through. Not looking good. As for other matcher, Neptune pops in that Terror Surge inside Luau's cage to survive though, and out Shoreline Pie. On the Soj finds 3 with the overclock. Oh, Coleslaw! Oh, nasty shot there. Back on the Firebenders. Freddy Fazbear swept over on Blue Winston for the stall. And now just with the window on point, not much they can do there. As that'll be a 2-0 start for the Gouda Goats. Are we going to get 2 3-0s here? Hopefully not. At this point, we're in for a long haul.
Play of the game.
Let's go ahead and give a focus on our other game here, however. We got Shoreline Pie gingerly walking back towards point. Middle has been taken care of here. Ooh, Corgi almost landed those shots. Taking down Slade early, but Slade, she is going to get out there with their live. Neptune running on here, but it gets taken down with the help of that Wu Yang ultimate. And now the Throne of Thunder Chickens are kind of running this back because they were down 65 or so meters to 0, but now with 2 straight fight victories, walking this down about 36% or so. We will have Bob and oh my, the HV Sec, the Gru type beat. But how could you get any better than this on a Saturday night, huh? Checkpoint almost garnered here. Neptune swap and Mass Azaria. Corey's in a tough spot. Throws that Bob down with Shoreline Pie. Will only pick. We'll shut that. We're not even at checkpoint yet either. Neptune gets shoved into a corner by Paradox, but cannot survive the pressure. Win just trying desperately to get over towards this checkpoint. So many low members on both sides, but Shoreline Pie has control of the high ground right now. Bot is moving slowly towards this checkpoint here. 1 meter remaining. They are not going to get checkpoint. Just barely missing out on that one as Big Brain has fallen. Now both supports gone for the Toronto Thunder Chickens. And oh my, a solid 0.32 meters separating this one out. We can take a quick peek at the stats. Here's any standouts here. Neptune 11-3, Shoreline Pie 12-1. The 4300 dynamic duo keeping this up here. Interesting little bubble there from Neptune. Not going to get too much charge at that one, but overclock here online for Shoreline Pie. Guns to the beat here momentarily. Do they have what they need to bring this over the finish line? Oh, great opening to shot there over on towards Paradox. Force Adventure dig very early from Shoreline Pie. Oh, but Big Brain just gets caught out. Shoreline Pie looks like they might survive here. Just enough peel comes through to keep them standing. Guns' 1 HP has the beat, cannot fall here, but save the orbit array as well. Both sports online should be enough for him to come on in. But Paradox goes on, and Diva's a 3-man stun! But Guns' beat just keeps him standing just barely long enough. There's a huge Wu Yang combo with Paradox, but he just could not get that over the finish line. The point is still not moving, and Win just from around the corner finds that shot. Neptune trying to run away back towards his point, but they've lost Shoreline Pie. Neptune trying to run away with this charge. If they get out with it, it'll be massive for them. Oh, this grab might be juicy if you go for it right now. Looks like they are going to hold on to it against my better judgment. Big hinder comes through. There's the Graviton Surge. Over to Ray's R-Exchange as well in this one. It's 1-for-1 right now. But the numbers and the sustain might be favoring out here for the side of the Thunder Chickens, but not quite, as Neptune is still alive. Finally taken down. Big Brain off the side. Finds 2, but it's just as support's alive. And now Neptune able to hold on to this Graviton Surge. Corky does have the bob here. Will they have a contest in time for this checkpoint? Looks like they will, though, as there's run that back here. Wind on the runaway with that Wu Yang mobility, but 1 HP has to use a bubble from Luau to sustain. Basically just a bob and grab for both these teams coming here. Very low in the ultimate is just going to be the neutral game. And the bob comes in to clean this one up as 5 quick kills come through. And that might just be lead taken by the Toronto Thunder Chickens. As Neptune dies with the grab. Just too much pressure. The Coleslaw back on the Junkrat. Hold on. Hold on. They do not have the touch, though, before the lead has been gained by Toronto. Very close back and forth here on Coliseo. Wind close to another title rush here. Over on towards Paradox. Get a POV on Paradox real quick as they go in very deep and find 2. Hold on, Paradox. Does just enough potentially to bring this back from Neptune's 1 HP. Make that 0. As Corgi now has the off angle to start melting down faces. And that's going to be the cart pushing on ever so forward. A neutral fight victory for in exchange for Neptune's grab. Neptune swaps the Domina, but now you're down 40 meters with 2.5 minutes remaining in this time bank. Guns does have this beat here, 89% and counting. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we are not on the max map of the Fierce 500 versus the Goo Goo Goats. Do not worry, we're not missing any content. But back on our main game, Paradox does a Tectonic Shock, but this Tectonic Shock plus Title Rush combo could be massive. Let's get a POV on this one real quick. I want to see what I'm seeing, but not Gunst has 4% towards this beat. Could be huge. Coleslaw down, gets burned! Dominant Shield already placed. Do they decide to go aggressive on this one? No, they're going to play their game. They know they have the big advantage here on push. They're forcing the Spectres to run back to spawn. Fear in their eyes. Paradox digging and surviving for now. But bot has moved back past checkpoint. Domina on the engage here. Luau just getting out barely. Looks like they will do so.
Ready for battle.
I'm still holding this beat Shoreline Pie with the overclock. Paradox going deep in here with that bubble, forcing Kolschla in a tough position. Shoreline Pie does have the overclock popped here. The beat on top of this as well. Paradox first to fall in the channeling of the Tectonic Shock. But you've used your beat, you've used your overclock in exchange for, I guess, the Wu Yang on top of the Tectonic Shock. So not a too bad exchange here. Oh my, Shoreline Pie 13 HP. Does not need any more HP to find Corgi. Finds Wind as well in the back. I mean, Luau just dies with Groutown Surge here, right? And they just bring in his next fight. It's 50 seconds remaining in the time bank. Big Brain doing a good job just surviving as long as possible can at point. Kolschla down as Paradox has returned for more stall on this cart.
In 10 seconds.
Eventually down. Well, no, hold on now. We've actually got a game going here on the other side. Let's go back to our multi-view. We'll give you guys some HP sec POV, but I want to keep my attention on this 25 seconds remaining bank, as this could be match point for the Toronto Thunder Chickens against the Shibuya Spectres. Kolschla does have this tire, but Big Brain chunking down that overt array on top of the Grouchoun's brother, but no kills out the back this one. This could be a huge flaw. This could be blunder after blunder here for the Thunder Chickens. They invested everything they had and got no kills for it. And now Big Brain getting staggered as well. Big Brain is nowhere near their friends, and they are nowhere closer to victory. As Gunst has 87% towards his beat, we could be going all the way to a map 5. No ults for either team. It's just a hard neutral mirror. Neptune trying to maintain the space is critical right now. Has to survive. Neptune cannot fall. Gunst 5% to the beat. They gotta get in time. Neptune 1 HP. They do not get in time to save Neptune. Hold on. The beat comes out. Bring down Neptune. Shoreline Pie has a clutch here with the overclock. Shoreline Pie finds Big Brain and finds another Corgi down. Wind trying to win the 1v1, but Wind is gonna win that one out. 10 meters separating both these teams here, but you have your take evasion. Gunst is down. Kolschla tried to do anything here on the jump grant. Kolschla gets Wind, but Wind takes the 1v1, takes the victory. The brotherly combat, the sibling rivalry goes the way of Toronto Thunder Chickens. Is it gonna win 3-1 against the Shibuya Spectres?
I never lose this far.
Everybody thinking they Void Fiber, but you ain't. Alright, we're down to just one game going on concurrently. As right now, the Goody Goody Goats are up 2-0 against the Fierce Fibers. Goody Goody Goats also taking that first point on Suravasi here. Fish has the Tectonic Shock to pair up. A lot of ults here, actually, for the side of the... I can't think. Goody Goody Goats. Here comes Tectonic Shock out here from Fish, trying to find a target. But HP Sec on the retreat does not survive the second engagement. HP Sec is going to res themselves, though. Freddy Fazbear has found Bacon on the back end. But Fish just shuts down War in the Sky. It's vengeance on vengeance violence. Hate to see this. Freddy Fazbear does have the beat. Do this side Investigator. 1 HP cannot pop the beat in time. Was close to Ajax, so probably unfortunate they did not pop that ultimate. Point still hasn't opened up, though, for either side. Thomasat throws down the minefield and finds a few. Az is looking fantastic for him right now. First cap finally going the way of Fierce Firebenders. 7% and counting. Crowd search for Bucklow is online big as well with this overclock. Ward is trying their best to live here. Does it the barrage. Them and Freddy Fazbear, only 2 ultimates online right now for the Fearless Firebenders. As they look to walk in here, try to get anything done, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen just as of yet. Bucklu looking for his angle to find the ground town servers. Nobody really grouped up in this comp to find. Gotta be happy with a solo ult potentially here. Oh, but War comes in for the barrage and finds 2! Shuts down the grab as well, basically. War comes up huge for the team. Freddy Fazbear chucks in that beat on top of it to sustain through that grab, but right now 77% and Fish staggered out. That's probably going to be the second point away of the Fearless Firebenders as they look to fight themselves back into this series, down 2-0 right now. Bucklu just trying to find anything here, trying to build a different amount of change, but Thomas being so annoying on the back line. Bucklu might get reset here as well. Do they have the damage to take down Bucklu? It looks like there was Buckler goes right into all the enemy team. Just jumps on in, feeds himself like a tough ribeye steak. Fish pops in the tectonic shock, finds the second pick in this fight, but the point has yet to open. Fish going very aggressive now, getting the heals up from Sandy. Lemon Jumbo with the boot will keep the ball at bay. Bucklu also swapping off the Zarya over on the Orisa here. A little more just crowd control on this wrecking ball. War coming in here looking for more targets and more picks in the back end. War is putting in some overtime right now on this bar, doing some great job here. Fish getting caught out, but a great use of the Coalescence to keep them standing. Bacon pops in their own overclock. See if they get anything, but Milo melts them down with the Coalescence. Flammagemmo thinks it's winnable. Will invest the beat down 4v5. We'll see Fish in the backline here. No cooldowns, but is there any help from Milo? Looks like they need it. Still, very back and forth up here. APSEC does have the resurrect. Flammagemmo caught as Milo tracking them down. Timeset swings on through and finds the picks. And 50% or so here for the Gouda Gouda Goats, but Fierce Firebenders will win out in the long run off the back of all of this War again with the barrage. We saw Lanston come up huge. Can the Demon pull it again? Just pelt them down, man. Not allowing them to close the space. Thomas that comes in from behind as well. Just not allowing them to survive or breathe, really. Bucklu falling low. Sandy, hello. Getting booped off the high ground there. We're looking for this, but Bucklu finds Freddy Fazbear down the beat now. Huge opening picker for Bucklu. Does War decide to hold on to the barrage? It looks like they will down two. They're going to hold, and they're going to look for this flip back here for the Gouda Gouda Goats. Milo with the slick feet there, getting extra few percentage built up. But now it's basically last fight territory for both these teams. HPSEC is on the hunt over here, though. Going to pair up with Thomas here potentially. Freddy Fazbear is going to be the linchpin for his fearless Firebenders here with this beat to sustain the ults coming through on the other side. Where's my forward demon at? Oh, Bacon down. Freddy Fazbear down. Can't pop the beats. Oh, no. Not the best start for Fierce Firebenders. Bucklu is going to invest in the use of the Terror Surge. Not going to find anything bad. Okay, Beast! Okay, Beast! Just shaking down! Point still in favor. Freddy Fazbear does lock down 3 people with this beat, and one of them is the Wrecking Ball. Fish 1 HP. Flammagemmo 1 HP as well. This beat from Freddy Fazbear might just be just what they need to flip it back in their favor. It's just Fish and Bacon against the world, but HPSEC fans the flames of hope for the Firebenders. Bacon 1 HP. Is the chase there? It looks like it is. HPSEC does get the one, but exchanged out pretty quickly here. War back onto the venture. It's one fight, but now the numbers are here. Flammagemmo returns with a 2-man beat for the Gouda Gouda Goats. Milo's Colons will keep the remaining members alive for as long as he possibly can, but Bucklu is there to walk them down, main. Does Bacon invest in this artillery strike? It doesn't look like they even need it. As Thomas is rolling around on the point, trying to get anything done. But with War down, oh, HP are going again for this on-round ultimate. Still 99-99, but Thomas again melted down by the Bastion on the side. And Fish, with these picks, will just finally get the point flip and the point cap for the Gouda Gouda Goats. A little bit of triple tech there coming through from Bacon to get to a point quickly. Use that in your ring games. But now only ult online for either side is going to beat his artillery strike out from Bacon. Bucklu could potentially combo that with a Terror Surge. Bring them on into that Bastion ultimate. We shall see how they decide to approach this one. Let's get some Thomas stop ball POV right now. Swings on through and does get a couple of the map maybe? No, just barely. Keeping a tippy toe on that point is going to be Bacon. Point does flip here. Looking for a slammer for Tommy Slam. It's a big one. It's a 5-man slam, but the follow-up is non-existent there for his side of the Fierce Firebenders. Tommy Slam 1 HP. Bacon is down. They don't no longer have the artillery strike combo. And now Sandy getting booted up in the air by Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Fazbear is on the hunt. But Fish and Tectonic Shock bring it back. A very scrappy affair now for both these sides. The beat comes through, lands onto 2. Lands onto War. Fish burrows deep underground. Artillery strike out from Bacon. To find the final picks, they might just need it. Buckley is dead. This is still has not flipped for either side. This is pure and utter chaos with Fish and the DPS duo here for the Gouda Goats. Might just finally get it in their favor. Bacon trying to keep him back here. Fish returning back to the squadron. The point does flip, but Thomaslot has the minefield on point. Thomaslot finds Sandy. This fight is still going on. Okay, how does Thomas survive that? Fish not laying the shots on the side. Milo reinvesting the coalescence. Will we match with Flame with Jimbo on this beat? War with the barrage. Daja on Bucklu's spear there. With so many low health bars for the Gouda Goats. And finally, their first firebenders take this World War I style trench warfare. They are going to get it in the end. 38% here for the Gouda Goats is all they're going to have. Bacon does have the artillery strike here once again. Such a long, prolonged engagement, allowing his ult to build up extremely quickly. Freddy Fazbear closes an ult on their side. 60%, although they got to that beat. It has to come up huge, it has to come up at just the right time. But Fish 1 HP just barely gets underground in time. Wilson has their sights set on Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Fazbear is 1 HP. But War comes in for the aid! And to boop off the point, War with 2 huge picks! Hold on! Okay, Beast with 3! Come on, give War some more. Give War some more. Not gonna get another final blow, but got the 3 they needed. A lot of ults online, but it looks like the Gouda Goats are not gonna get a satisfying touch here. Oh no! Maybe Fish thought they had a touch there, but the boop was just too nice. Okay, it's gonna be. Oh, okay, this is a full T swap. This is a full T swap. Fish going over in the Torbjorn to better deal with the ball composition. Tommy is hard hunting in the spawn room right now, by the way. Peep this. Looks like they'll get out just in time. The Sword Turret will now be continuing to mark Thomas on this wrecking ball. Does have the minefield for the point to open things up. Point does flip for Firebenders early as Bacon swapped over onto the Soldier. I didn't even see that. Minefield come out here over onto the point. Fish 1 HP and split for the team in the minefield. But Fish wins the 1v1 against the Wrecking Ball post slam. Excuse me. The Torb Demon. Both sports online here though for the fearless firebenders as well as Milo having his coalescence, or should say HP with the on-run ult. 4 ults online basically now for the firebenders. They're gonna open things up with the coalescence, force them into awkward position. Oh, Sadie's in a tough spot. Sadie booped away. A nice boot from Freddy Fazbear. Denies it, but Flambo Jambo on the return. Return to sender. Fish is down, but the beat is here. For remaining 4 members in War cannot find the value on the barrage. Bucklu falling so low on the side. A very chaotic affair. As Sandy is 1 HP, someone look at Sandy and they will die. They'll just fall over. HP Stick has returned to the fray. Beat off of Freddy Fazbear, lands on 3 members here for the Firebenders, but Flambo Jambo, the demon, wins the 1v1, but Milo just sucks him off in the corner. Why did I say that? Milo finding 2. And the point will flip here again for the Firebenders, not going out without a fight. On our final point, Servasa could be their final point of the series. Walking into a Terror Surge, walking into a Molten Core. Thomas has to come up huge on the Wrecking Ball. These mines have to be ginormous. Has found Bacon with help with the Skill Orb. Quick engagement here from Thomas Leppa has the mines. The Grapple Shot is in 1. The Torb Molten Core is laid onto the point here. War gets Bacon off the map! War with another huge pick! Pretty fast versus trying to survive, but can't get walked out by Bucklu. But numbers are favoring the side of the 5 minutes right now. War 1 HP, however, Bucklu is there. The tank diff might come up huge for him. Oh, Milo just does not go the map there. Oh, Milo does get out. And the touch! The touch! Bucklu! And we're not done just yet.
Play of the game.
2-1 scoreline now. We can go ahead and hide these though. No longer needed. No longer needed. Not the Hyrax. The Hyrax did not win that last map or that last match. I will confirm as much. They did not win that one. Holy chicken! You are massive. Let's get you small. Hi. You are way too close. Why are you so big? Massive cock on stream. There we go. Go ahead and hide that. Update that to a 3-1 scoreline. Whew. And Bucklu's got to go to work. Bucklu's got to clock in for their shift at the oil rig. I need to drink some water. Because after this, I have 3 more games to cast, all at 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and clear my Discord pings out so I'm no longer annoyed by that. Alright, cool. How's everybody's night going? We're 3 matches down, 4 to go. My laptop sounds like it's on fire right now. It's fighting for its damn life over here, man. Map pick going the way the Gouda goes. They're going to pick out Nepal. So probably the fish tank look here. Probably going to have fish like on that Ram or that Sigma. Strudel can go back over onto that May. No longer bannable. Fireburn's going to ban out the Bastion. I mean, Bacon was putting some work on that Bastion. I'm not going to lie about that one. I don't even got the graphic ready for the 9 p.m. games. Yikes. I guess I have to do that while we're live. I'll have to be editing. Ban Ball. No Tommy Ball. E4QDA. Tune Creator. E4QDA. Same comp, keeping time slot on the tank here. So we're probably gonna see that Tommy Sigma, which is kind of nice with it. I'm not gonna lie, kind of nice with that one.
Traveling to Nepal.
We have 11 minutes until our next rampage of games comes out, so maybe this one can end in a 3-1, and we can all go home happy. before 9 o'clock reaches. I do know that Void Fiber will be streaming the Backstreet Bitterns and the Johto Giants. No, Johto Giants play the same raid Marmots. Who do... We have this cool thing called Discord. Grizzlies! There you go. Yes, yes. I remember it had to be somebody else from the from that college, because Void Fiber really wanted to do the Dyer versus Trevin.
5, 4,
Specifically the Dyer versus Trevin, which, hey, why not?
1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Thomas will be over on Azari this time. Fish will match in the Ramantra. Bacon back on that Sojourn is looking so good. And Thomas just gets isolated and melted down quickly. I mean, they'll get one on the backside, but yeah, Thomas for your Echo, you'll definitely take that exchange. Point will flip here early for the Gouda Gouda Goats. Or we'll continue to pelt in some damage over here from the side. But nothing happening on that one just as of yet. Fish able to hold the space pretty effectively here. Streel trying to mark out War. Ooh, Bacon almost takes that, knocks that block move off. But able to survive. But just the damage from the focusing beam is too much. Milo, no Suzu. Sandy cleans up the kill feed. Quick little 2K there for Sandy back on that Kiriko. Perhaps a reason the Firebenders. Oh no, it was actually the Gouda Goats that banned that last map. Milo onto the jetpack cat. Hold on. Bacon falls down to half here. Tries to get it with their life. Bacon 1 HP. Thomas on the hunt. The support is just barely not enough, but they do exchange out for War. Point will flip though. But you've lost Tommy, so it's gonna be a quick flip right back here for Gouda Gouda Goats. Milo will continue to be annoying in the skies, but point will no longer be under his team's control. Look at Unk, look at Unk go, look at Unk. Oh, Unk, no! Just slowly watching the jetpack cat fall. A Strudel is going for the duplicate on the soldier. Thoughts on targets to shoot? Oh, War stuck in a slow. War 1 HP. Does have the block in time, but is there any help for War now? No, there's not. Thomas does exchange out for 1. HP that comes out with the visor on the other side. Apricet caught in the slow. The follow-up is there from Fish as well. Fish with the annihilation on the point here with Butkin having the overclock. It's going to be very tough to sustain on this point if you are the Fearless Fiber. Thomas at 90% to the bomb. Does not get it in time. And now it's just desperate touches here for Fierce Firebenders as they cannot get it in. And Gouda Gouda Goats are now at map and match point once again here on Nepal.
Recharging. Score 0.
We'll go back to the screen for a second so you guys can see the bans and the score updates for the games. If you're just joining us, you're just tuning in. Hopefully everybody's having a good day so far. Looking at this, I realize I'm going to have like 2 minutes to make a new graphic for our 9 p.m. slot. I'll probably just stay live, you know, no point. Well, maybe I should go offline and then restart quickly to get the 9 p.m. like slot games on the BOON1ESPN. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Less scary 4-hour VOD maybe. Might be the way to go. MGL. Concept will now match over on the Ramatri here. The Diva simply not having enough juice. Oh, hold on. Let me get you guys your focus back real quick. I'm looking at the game on my screen, but you're gonna see anything. There we go. Go and get ourselves some focus on this one. War's wall is going to land, but no isolation on the back of this one. HP Sec is one as Bacon finds the opening pick. Fish flying extremely low, has some blocks off on the point, but will survive. A nice wall though from War. Isolates Fish over on the side. The picks though, 2 for 0 in favor of the Gouda Gouda Goats. Fish has fallen. The West has fallen. Does not look too good here as War will just try to get any last person on the point they possibly can. As the Gouda Gouda Goats will get first flip here. On the shrine point. Nepal Shrine. Aprisec swaps off of the Soldier, I think they're on the first fight. Oh no, they're on Sojourn. So they swap out the Sojourn over on towards the Reaper. A little more brawly presence with this Mei, so going just walking into Fish's face basically. They do not want Fish to do anything here, but the boop! Oh, but he did not be cut up this time. Look at this Lucio 1v1. Hold on, check this out. Peep this out. Casino Rush argument exchange here. Strudel will go over on the duplicate and build a Casino Tree for free. Sane did not quite have that one built up. Yeah, analyze this? Yeah, sure. Look at this. Go. The Fish walk in here with the Annihilation. Countersight will be able to match, but Freddy Fazbear has fallen. The West has fallen. Strudel? Strudel? Hey! Is going to get that one. And now just War on the point. As Countersight's Annihilation not going enough to bring them over. And now, with Strudel able to get that free Casino Rush off the duplicate from the Echo, Sandy's going to have theirs for his last fight. It's basically last fight territory. You're walking into Overclock, into a beat. You will have the Blizzard here from War. War does invest in this Blizzard. Doesn't make it caught in this one. No, the Blizzard. They just walk away. Flambo Jimbo, the Flambo, the 3-man beat. Ooh, just barely gets over on towards Fish there. Now Thomas at 1 HP. No Suzu from Milo's. Milo is trying to keep the team nice and healthy, but Aprizek has been taken down, and Bacon finds a second. Bacon looking for a third. Bacon with 3. John Gunn has found their targets. Bacon with 4. Flambo steals the 5. But now 91% and counting. It's just HP Sec. Freddy Fazbear for the touch. The slow. They can't get the wall ride up. And that's the series. And just at 9 o'clock. Just at 9 o'clock. Update that score. I will be going offline for Cult Mist to update the graphic. But I'll see you guys at 9 o'clock for 3 more games Overwatch. Don't go anywhere. Overwatch continue after the short offline status.